Some women tend to have the normal menstrual cycle, and then later with time, it changes and it becomes very much irregular. What we mean by irregular, it means that this month you may have a cycle of 21 days, and the next month you have a cycle of 28 days, and the next month you have a cycle of 35 days. And that is irregular. If your cycle is constant between 21 to 28 or between 21 to 30 and it is regular every other month, it is the same, then it is okay. What we are going to look at today is what brings about the irregularities in the ladies that have always had the normal menstrual cycle. Before even that, what is this menstrual cycle? What is it supposed to mean when we talk about menstrual cycle? The menstrual cycle is that period between the first day you see blood of menstruation until you see another blood for another menstruation. In other words, those days in between are what we refer to as the menstrual cycle. Now, menstruation, the first day we see blood, we always calculate it, or we always refer to as the first day of menstruation cycle. And then always in between on the 13th, 15th day and having a peak of 14th day, that is when we always have ovulation. The release of the egg from the ovary to the uterus. And it always takes about 5 days for the egg, or what we call the ova, to transport itself or to move from the ovaries to the uterus. And in this video specifically, we are going to look at what causes the changes in the menstrual cycle. Why does women who have always had the normal menstrual cycle now start to have irregularities in their cycle? And the first one that we are going to talk about is changes in place. Now, when you change place, normally the physiological and the psychological functioning of your body, mostly the psychological functioning of your body, changes. And then it brings some stress at times, and this can bring the change in your menstrual cycle. Then, changes in weight. If there is a drastic weight gain or a drastic weight loss, it can also lead to change in your menstrual cycle. Because this can come as a result of eating disorders, maybe binge eating. Through that you can gain more weight and become obese, and that really is going to affect your menstrual cycle, and it can become very irregular. The second point is family planning, and specifically hormonal methods of family planning. In this we are talking about things like pills, methods like Implanon, Jadel, so Depo, what we call Depo-Provera. So those methods of family planning, because they have hormones with them, they are going to cause a shift, they are going to cause a change in our own hormones, and therefore it will lead to the changes in the hormone levels, and that can cause the changes in the menstrual cycle. Because we need to understand that the menstrual cycle is actually guided by hormones. Hormones like luteinizing hormone, hormones like follicle stimulating hormone, and others are always very key in guiding the menstrual cycle. And therefore, if there is a change, if there is a shift, it can really also result into change in the menstrual cycle. And then another point is stress. Stress can be as a result of work-related, maybe you've been suspended from work, maybe you've been expecting a promotion and all of a sudden you don't get it, or it can be home-related, things at home are not really going on very well, and that stress can also cause a psychological change, and therefore can cause a hormonal interplay, and then brings about changes in the menstrual cycle. Then another point that we can look at is if there is thyroid diseases. Thyroid diseases, if there are ovarian cysts, if there is what we call polycystic ovarian disease, this can also cause a change in hormones and therefore a change in our menstrual cycle. And then of course, physiological issues like pregnancy, automatically it is going to change our hormonal balance, and therefore of course it is going to change the menstrual cycle. Things like breastfeeding, it can also automatically change our menstrual cycle. So those are the common issues that cause changes in our menstrual cycles. So if you have enjoyed this video, please make sure you subscribe to our channel so that you always do not miss any of our videos that we always upload every week. Thank you so much for watching.